right, man. We back, man. We back. I'm just like, man, but we back, man. With the Let's Argue podcast. It's Monday night. We in here talking big, bad shit.
Basketball, man. We got the finals set.
We can talk football. We can talk whatever you want to talk about, but the finals is set. We got them lame ass Indiana Pacers against OKC. We got them lame ass.
I'm not part of that. I'm not co-signing on the lame part because I think Indiana, they got something. Now again, like we were talking about it earlier. OKC, they different. They're a different type of animal, you know. But I think Indiana got something. We got the Halliburton.
Halliburton with his weak ass.
Hey, he can hoop.
That ugly ass jumper.
He can hoop.
Hey,
he can hoop.
And he can get quiet too.
Yeah.
He can get real quiet. He finna have a long series. Halliburton finna have a long series.
Now I'm gonna tell you this.
Very long series.
Halliburton, the thing that like he can set himself apart if he just go consistently. This whole
Haley.
And I'm saying win, lose, or draw with that. But I think if he consistent with his game, I ain't saying he got to drop. You know how he did with what was it like 30 something, 14, and like.
No, he gonna have to.
10.
He gonna have to.
Like 6-4 steals.
He gonna have to.
He gonna have to do that every game.
You know, no, for them to win,
get dropped down to 30.
for them to every game, we gonna have to
35.
He gonna have to give it because these niggas finna be out here locking his little light skinned lame ass up.
He not small. He like about 6'5".
Everybody who he holding gonna be everybody that's gonna be holding him taller than him. Everybody, Dort, Caruso, SGA, Jalen Williams, they all taller than him. Oh, him and Isaiah Joe might be the same height coming off the bench. Lil Wiggins, them cats that might be the same height, but everybody else, bigger than him.
Yeah. Well, we gonna see. But I just think they might be able to do it. Then you got Siakam. You know, Turner, but we were talking about Turner.
Turner with his knock-kneed ass.
He ain't gonna be able to just like.
Holmgren gonna be on that.
He's not a banger.
He's not a banger.
So
He's not a banger.
like he should.
He had that boy last round talking about and wine with his big sassy ass.
The big bodega.
The big bodega. Anyway, here, listen, bro. Hey, I understand that his name is Karl Anthony Towns. They call him Cat. But it ain't nowhere in here y'all finna be calling. I'm finna be running around here. Y'all finna be calling me the big bodega. And especially when they had the meaning of what the big bodega was that big ass straight cat that don't nobody fool with in the hood. Like he eat everything out the trash can. If you fuck with him, he gonna tear your ass up. I don't want to be known as no kitty cat, man.
I mean, where's that cat? Get cat.
The big bodega.
Big bodega, man. But you know they couldn't get it done. They got put on, you know.
Miles Bridges went to New York for 5 first-round draft picks and he can't dribble. They changed his jumper when he got there. Make that make sense, man. A team traded for you and then they changed your jumper when you got there. Like, nah, we don't like the way you shoot. Let's change it.
Yeah. I mean, you'll see that sometimes, right? Because I mean, like how they did that with Lonzo Ball. With his crazy jump.
And you see, and it didn't work. It did not work. He went back to that shit. They just enhanced his jumper more. It just enhanced how ugly it was.
I look at it as like when they tried to change the quarterback throwing motion, like how they tried to do. Who was that, Vince?
Like, how are you gonna change how I've been throwing my entire life?
Yeah, it don't work like that. So, you know,
I've been throwing like this my entire life. You want me to change it when you want to change it when I get here?
Yeah, like so I've been shooting this whole time like this, and it's gotten me all the way to the NBA. Got drafted or whatever, so I should be straight. But
and now I got to shoot a different way.
yeah. So
Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah. Yeah, that's small season, but they know they do it in off season, but still, like, I mean, you know, I'm changing my jumper. I do how I shoot is how I shoot. And man, we trying to get boys in here, talk that. Yeah, I'm gonna send some invites. See if you boys want to talk that y'all, talk that talk. We in here with everything.
A lot of people are bored out by that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing going on tonight. Y'all come on here, jump on in here. We're gonna talk that shit. I want to hear what you got to say about it, whatever you got to say about how you feel about it, how you feel about it, what you feel about it, what you feel about it. This is the Let's Argue podcast.
Let's argue, baby.
Bring what you want to bring.
Yeah, man, definitely jump in. We want you to chime in.
We want you to chime in, say what you want to say. If you feel some way about COVID, if you feel some way about Jordan, if you feel some way about Bron, if you feel some way about SGA, if you feel some way about Giannis, you feel some way about KD, you feel some way about Steph Curry lame ass.
Steph? Nah, Steph not.
Say not Steph. Hey, Steph is square.
Yeah.
Steph is square, man. With his front running ass.
Like that.
And they ain't got nothing to do with this game. Yeah, he will light your ass up. Yeah. If you got anything, you do that ugly ass shimmy.
You feel him? Him and Chris Paul had the shimmy off.
The shimmy off.
Yeah.
The shimmy off. Yeah, whatever y'all want to talk about, man, we here for it tonight. We here for it tonight. We're gonna be here for a little short while. What we here for? We here for all the hottest topics. I'm trying to think about some things that came across my Facebook this week. Isaiah Thomas or Jalen Brunson, and not Zeke. We talking about Boston College Isaiah Thomas, lefty Isaiah Thomas or Jalen Brunson. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
It really is.
That's.
But I mean,
that's tough.
With Isaiah Thomas, like he was at Boston.
They couldn't nobody stop that boy. That boy was
he was dropping 30, like
Isaiah,
they couldn't stop him.
Isaiah Thomas in the fourth quarter in Boston was like, he got hurt. He got hurt, right. And he opted. He hurt his hip. Had the same thing Bo Jackson did.
Right.
Opted not to have surgery to let it heal on his own. Thought Boston was gonna pay that boy. Boston, he's like, nah, you should have when you got that bag. Had to give me that bag, and then I'm gonna have that surgery. He fucked himself, and he never been back since. Boston.
Nobody else wanted it.
Boston did his thing.
I mean, cause somebody else gave him a shot, though, right?
Well, a few teams gave him a shot. He was in L.A.
Yeah, but it
just didn't pan out. It just didn't pan out. Like, but yeah, I saw that the other day. Jalen Brunson, Isaiah Thomas, or Jalen Brunson, and I honestly, it's like, it's like, Isaiah got an argument, and then Jalen Brunson got an argument too. It's like.
I'm not taking away from him because
that's not an apples and oranges right there. That's apples and apples right there. Like that's an orange and an orange.
I agree, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was like at that time, I just go straight to that Boston there. Like when he was lighting boys.
He was killing.
For him to be on what 5?
They say he 5'10", but we know he ain't that. He was killing. He was killing. Jalen Brunson, I think, is taller than Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
He was killing, but I don't know. I don't know if that's almost a. Unless Jalen Brunson continues to do this for 3, 4, 5, 6 years down the line, right. And we still looking at Jalen Brunson like, I mean, I ain't saying New York gonna win it because of course they not, but. He got him in contention, like they in the playoffs consistently. Jalen, you know when you go to play New York, you got to bring your hard hat because of Jalen Brunson. Then, yeah, I say, okay, yeah, he's for damn sure better than Isaiah Thomas. But right now they both like, because Isaiah Thomas was short-lived and
I feel like short-changed.
He was short-changed, and Jalen Brunson ain't been here long enough.
It's a lot of cats. It's like, damn, man, like even with that injury, like that injury never happened.
Right.
Where would, they even be?
Right.
Because at that time, they was lighting it up, and I don't know where he could have went to, man, but they it in. Because, I mean, he's still hooping on it at the same time.
He's still hooping. Yeah.
He's not.
Somebody tried to get him a job this year. Now I forgot who, but somebody tried to give him a job this year. But then he liked to run that mouth. He got a mouth too. Like he got a mouth.
Okay.
Like,
so that might be an issue then.
No, that's definitely an issue.
That's probably the issue.
That's definitely an issue.
Okay. Because I'm like, bro should at least, if he still got it, but I mean, even then, should be no child. Like,
You're right. You're right.
Statue. Starberry did.
Right.
Just saying, but yeah, that's a hard little choice there. But I mean, I probably say that, especially for you. That's just
yeah.
That's me, bro.
That's I mean, you can't go wrong with both. I mean, no, they ain't lose because of Spike outfits. Spike outfits always trash.
Oh.
He said they lost because of Spike outfits. No, they lost. That boy outfits always poo cheese. He's a New Yorker.
They just couldn't.
Yeah, they didn't have it. They
used all their mojo that last game.
Yeah, Siakam one game and Halliburton one game and Miles Turner one game and Naismith for a quarter and it's just
it starts to be too much.
It's just too much for just Jalen by himself. And then you talking about you playing New York, and New York has Jalen Brunson. They have McBride. And that's it. We talking about ball handlers. We talking about can't handle the ball. Shamrock can't handle the ball. Miles Bridges can't handle it. Anunoby can't handle it. The bigs, of course, can't handle it.
Right.
Like they don't have a consistent ball handler, somebody who can bring that ball down and let's get the offense started. It's just Jalen Brunson and McBride. Like I just found out these players that boy was a high school quarterback. Hey, hey, listen. I'm not knocking boys for being two sport athletes, but by the time you're a senior,
they say
you need to be focused on one. Like, no, you can be good, but you got to be focused on one.
Yeah.
You got to be focused on one. And they say he was the starter and he was nice. So that mean, I mean, he got to the league because he's a great fucking athlete.
Yeah.
I mean, but let's just be real. New York don't have enough.
Nah. They don't.
They don't have enough at all.
They don't. I mean, they got to go to the draft.
They're going to revamp.
I mean, unless they get, like I say, Giannis.
No.
Giannis is on the table.
Bridge is going to have to take that next step, and Anunoby going to have to take that next step. Them boys going to have to take that next step. They get paid all that money.
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree, but they still need, if Giannis come through,
No, and if Giannis jump on the table, then New York has to at least listen to the offer.
But you wouldn't think they would want to trade any of their assets right now, currently? Because, I mean,
I don't think they have
past Indiana. But, I mean, I feel like everybody's saying, I guess people feel like Indiana's probably getting lucky. But I'm like, they getting hot at the perfect time.
Right. If
they second behind.
If I was
OKC,
yeah,
for the most wins.
If I was
since January.
Yeah, if I was New York, I'd trade.
I saw that. I'm like, whoa.
Okay. If I was New York, I'd trade Anunoby for Giannis. Anunoby and.
You trade Cat?
No, that's too much. But the cat is too much. Like that, then you trade away down to the whole
that'd
team.
Be too much for Cat. Cat and Giannis just heads up and one straight up.
Just straight up.
No.
No. Of course, no. You say Cat and Giannis?
Yeah, it's like Giannis, Cat. That's it. On the table. Nobody else. That's like. No.
Because Giannis has the ring and Giannis didn't win a title, so I think you'd have to.
So basically, New York would have to put a little more.
Infrastructure in there.
Yeah,
infrastructure in there.
Put a little more money in the pot for that.
They would definitely have to put some more of that infrastructure in there.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Well, Milwaukee would happen because all they have, they already got Giannis to sit up, and that's worth a lot
Right.
compared to Karl Anthony Towns.
Right. Right. So it's like, I would entertain it if they wanted Anunoby and who else they got?
Bridges, I mean, who else would be up for? Who's untouchable? Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns.
But what's crazy is Brunson didn't take a max deal, so New York could spend some money and get somebody. I just don't know, like, does anybody want to go to New York?
I mean, who wouldn't know? I mean, it's New York. It's the New York Knicks. It ain't even the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, I ain't talking bad about the Brooklyn Nets, but I mean, it's the Nets versus the Knicks. It's the Garden. It's the whole,
It don't even have that same aura no more.
I mean, but you can create, but at the same time, it still has it, though. And I'm not saying, like, right now that it is, they were trying to build that back, and you saw that when they was going on their little win streak during this whole playoff, right?
Right.
Into the East Conference Finals, everybody feeling good. Just imagine if they had a Game 7 coming up, which I guess they would, like you said, who was that? Somebody said they would have been playing tonight if it was Game 7.
Right. It was
in the Garden, Game 7 to get to the finals. Like that would have been like, okay, it's going to be live. So just even add that would have added, to that order. So they were bringing it back. So it's there because it's the New York, the New York Knicks, just like it's the LA Lakers.
Right.
You feel me? That's why LeBron went out there. So, it's the Lakers shit. It's the Lakers. You talking about Magic, Kareem, you know what I mean? Kobe, Shaq. With the championships, man. So now, like the Knicks, they got champions. They ain't got a whole bunch, but at the same time, it's still New York City. So,
you want to go to New York and be a loser? Ask Melo.
It's really like, somebody trying to figure out when they even had somebody just like, for sure, he coming in, they from the ring.
Oh, Willis Reed, I guess.
That's what they want.
I wouldn't even like the basketball in there. I wasn't even born. I wasn't even on this earth when the Knicks was winning. When the Knicks was good. When the Knicks were actually worth the damn.
90s Knicks. But they still.
They going when the Rockets beat them one year. Rockets beat them. Yeah, Rockets beat them. That was relevant then. Larry Johnson. I'm sorry, it's your left way. Larry Johnson. But this finals, like,
this ain't gonna be
the commissioner gonna have a problem this finals. Because watch what I tell you. Mark my words. And you heard it here first.
What?
The national championship game with Caitlin Clark in there against South Carolina gonna have more views than the NBA finals. Mark my words.
So,
Them last few games.
in the totality, because you got to remember, the championship game for them, they only have, it was just one game. That's it. That's not no. That's why it's a little bit different, because at the end of the day, championship game for the girls, like,
one game.
It's one game. That's it. Everybody got to watch. It's all for them all. Everything in one package. You know what I'm saying? Here, it's like you got to win 4 games.
They not gonna top what she did. Them last few games she was playing in college, the NBA finals would not top that.
You don't think it will? I don't know. I think people going to tune in to see curiosity. You feel me? Especially the first game. And don't let Indiana sneak in and get the win, get the dub on the first game. I'm not predicting it, but at the same time they did that to New York. You see what I'm saying? They snuck in there and got them. Caught them off guard. And then next thing you know,
yeah, it was.
See, like I said, they're different animals, man. They're
OKC is 29-1 versus the Eastern Conference.
They're different animals.
They only lost one time. And the only game they lost against the Eastern Conference was when Cleveland beat them on a back-to-back game when they had just drugged Cleveland the night before. It was one of them games where this game, it's OKC versus Cleveland. We're going to this game tonight, we're going to play in OKC. We're going to get on the plane tonight and fly to Cleveland and play in Cleveland tomorrow. Why did anybody do that crazy shit? I have no idea. It sounds good. Pull that man out. It sounds good. It sounds real good. Hey, let's play tonight, high. Let's hurry up and go get on the plane and be in Cleveland by the morning time and play tonight. I don't understand. This is what I don't understand about the NBA. I understand it's entertainment. So if you want to entertain me, let's be entertaining. I don't understand a team playing tonight at home, getting on a plane and having to play tomorrow. And then get on another plane and have to play the day after that too. Why?
Back to back.
They were having back-to-backs, yes. Sometimes some teams be playing 7, 8 games in 14 days and all that kind of shit. Like, no. Why are they? Why are we rushing? Why? Like
It's like, shit, you get paid, so don't even get out there and hoop. I mean, it's a game. Now, I know I can't take away from the physical exertion that, they giving out there on the court. That you be tired.
Well, that's why all basketball players are thin.
Yeah, after hooping, after playing any kind of sport.
That's why all basketball players are thin.
Bro, because you competing.
Because we're just running.
Using your, pushing you, it's like your emotions into it. All that shit.
They're just running.
I think the next person, but they trying to outthink you. So it's like,
bro, they say Steph Curry runs at least 20 miles during the game.
I saw that.
Bro, imagine running 20 miles. Just imagine straight line miles, 20 miles. You're going 20 miles. Think about it. Think about the distance between exits on the freeway near your house. Think about that. Just think about that. 20 miles on the freeway by your house is at least 8 exits. Imagine running that. Imagine running it. If the freeway by your house, imagine 8 exits by your house, and you running that in a basketball, and you have to run that. And I said at least 8. But I'm telling you, it's more. I'm just giving you the minimum because we're talking about 20 miles is not it's not like, oh, okay, it's 8 exits. It's 20. That's not 20 miles. I'm just giving you a minimum of what he's running. You count 8 exits. Start at Bissonnette on the Beltway and go all the way to I-10, and it's still not 20 miles. You can go from Bissonnette and the Beltway and go to I-10 and the Beltway, and that's still not 20 miles. And we talking about running. In a game. And I got to play defense too, and rebound and block shots and all that kind of shit. And I'm running, stopping, falling on the ground. 20 miles a game. That's why basketball players thin as hell. That's why they're all thin. Like they have muscles, but they're all thin, bro, because they're nonstop running. Like as the older I get, I really realize I realize it because when I hoop now, when you get older, you pick and choose when you're gonna take off and when you're going to do what you need to do. But when you really sit back and analyze, like, when you hooping, like you're running a very long time because
it's gonna stop.
When the ball go in the hole, they're taking the ball. They got 5 seconds to throw the ball in. They got 10 more to get it across. They got 8 more to get it across. Depending on where you playing at, they got 24 to shoot.
Stop. Don't you be playing with the fast-paced team.
Think about that.
They like to run the floor.
Think about that. You got 5. Your opponent got 5 seconds to inbound the ball. 5 seconds.
5. Then you got 8. Right?
Then you got 8 to cross the line.
Then you got another one.
And by the time you cross the line, you had like 8. No, because if you get caught at 16, that's backcourt. So you got to get across the line
before the 8 is out.
Before the 8 is out. So you had like 8, you had like 17, 18 already on the shot clock when you get across half court. And you gotta run something, and the ball gotta go up.
Gotta get something up. Gotta get something up.
The NBA is very different. Basketball is very different because everything is fast. And then on top, like, and we talking about offense. This ain't okay. The ball going. We got to get back on defense. I got to watch for the screen. I got to listen for my man calling for the screen. I got to box out when the shot go up. And if the ball come near me, I have to attack the ball. But basketball, I tell you all the time, basketball is not for the faint heart. I've had boys. I'm arguing with this man Saturday in the shop. Some old nigga started talking because he always try to get on me about LeBron. But you don't want to have to argue with me about LeBron, school.
Yeah.
So me and this nigga arguing, and then this nigga, he feels he can beat me. So you know me. You know me. He 54. You know me. I keep a pair of bronze in my car, in my truck. I keep some bronze in my truck, just because. Not because I'm finna go hoop, but just because. I keep some bronze in the truck, and I may want to go hoop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I say, Dad, let me tell you something. I say, let's have a real conversation. Do you hoop? Do you really hoop? Yeah, I do this. Okay, so you know me. I'm gonna call you on it. I said, when last time you hooped? He said, yesterday. This is we at the shop on a Saturday. He drive trucks for a living. The only time he come in here and get a haircut is when he off the road getting a haircut. So I say, where you hooped at yesterday? Since you hooped on Friday, I want to know, like, where you hooped at yesterday? Just know I was hooping. I said, hooping where? What kind of hoop was you doing? Did you go grab a ball and shot some jumpers? Because I said, I hoop Wednesday. This is on Saturday. I said, I just hoop Wednesday. Gonna hoop again tomorrow, which is Saturday. I'm gonna hoop Sunday. I said, I'm gonna hoop again tomorrow. And I ain't talking about no fitness connection. Gonna pick up the ball and we gonna play. We're talking about refs out here. We hooping.
Yeah.
I had another one. Listen, if you come to this shop and if you come around me talking basketball, you better be on what you own. I'm waiting on this boy who argue on Facebook every day. I want to hear his basketball mind live. I heard it one time he jumped in before, but I want to hear him up because this boy done said some shit over the past few weeks. This boy done said some shit over the past few weeks have blown my mind that he was on a championship team that won state. Like, I cannot believe y'all had this nigga on y'all team. I cannot believe it. This boy basketball mind is, Fort Bend, Willie Ridge, Hightower, Dulles, Elkins, please tell me how y'all let this boy be on the state team with this IQ.
What did he say?
Bro, this boy takes are unbelievable. Okay, for example, we was talking about the scoring title. And I had brought up that Braun was the scoring leader. And so he said, Oh, well, it took him 20 years to do it. Well, Kareem had the scoring record, and he played 20 years. So he brought up, well, he played longer than Kobe to pass Kobe. Kobe played 20 years.
Yeah, those played 20.
Bron passed Kobe in year 18. He passed Jordan in year 19. So, I'm sorry, in year 20. So, but think about this. Think about this. Everybody say, well, that's crazy.
He passed them. He passed Kobe in year 18, Jordan in 19.
Think about this. Think about this. And this is what people say. Oh, well, LeBron played longer, so of course he passed them in scoring. But let's stop at Michael Jordan. Cause let's leave Kobe out of this, RIP. Let's stick on Michael Jordan. Yes, Bron played longer than Michael Jordan
Right.
when he broke the scoring title. I mean, we passed him in scoring. But LeBron hadn't taken over 1,000 less shots than Michael Jordan. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. Bron played longer but didn't shoot as much. And still passed him and was shitting on him with the assist. I was passing the ball more than you, and I passed you in scoring.
That's a lot.
That bro, like think about that. Like that's
a lot, bro.
forget the 6 rings. We talking about strictly scoring the ball. We talking about putting the ball in the hole, scoring.
I mean that's a lot about it. Now, but at the same time, you already know that people don't care about that.
But then
it's like, well, he still didn't lead to him getting the ring.
but that's a team. That's a team accomplishment.
Yeah, it's a team accomplishment.
And I would get that. And I would get that if Bron had 1 ring, if he didn't have any rings, right, or if he had 1, he has 4, so he has multiple. Like
now, if he get close, the way I'm seeing these young Thundercats hooping, I don't know unless he put himself up on some KD type moving the OKC type shit where he gonna team up with like the best team, and you know what I'm saying? I don't see unless they just really put all the pieces around him so he can go ahead and close out the last couple of years, with a ring.
Right.
Get at least 1.
Right.
You feel me?
But let's think about this. In NBA history,
right.
Percentage. Let's just think about these numbers. Think about these numbers, because I like people don't be wanting to. Let's dig into this. Mm-hmm. It's only 90 out of NBA players that have ever played in the NBA who've ever won rings out of this. It's only 91 players have 4 or more rings out of the entire, since the NBA has been in existence.
Hold on, wait. So you're saying there's only 91?
It's only 91 NBA players who have 4 or more rings. And no. And it's like 20 of them are not even in our era.
Oh, I'm going to look this shit up. Like, you mean, hold on. So you mean to tell me, because I'm thinking about when you go back to even all the Boston teams, you know what I'm saying, that won all the rings and shit. There was time they won, I'm like, what, 8 straight? Something like that, 8 straight or something like that, 9 straight, damn near. But it's only 91 things that only got 4 or more rings.
91. I'm going to show you. I was looking this up the other day.
That shit crazy. It's very interesting. I don't know what kind of stuff, how they took that that.
Bron is one of them. Okay. We got time. We're gonna go down the list. Okay. You got the Bill Russell team. That's Bill Russell, Sam Jones, John Havlicek, Tom Hens Jones, Casey Jones, Tom Sanders.
How many they got?
Bill Russell got 11. Sam Jones got 10. Everybody else on that Boston team got 8. Okay. Right after them, Ori, 7. Robert Ori, Frank Ramsey, Kareem, Bob Coop. Okay. Listen,
Y'all got 7?
I got 7. But let's drop all the way down. We're going to go all the way down to everybody who has 4. 4 more. So that's what the list is.
How many niggas got 4?
4 more. Klay Thompson, John Sally, Kurt Rambis, Will Perdue, Tony Parker, Robert Parrish, Shaq, LeBron, Iguodala, Draymond, Horace Grant, Manu Ginobili, Steph Curry, Dennis Rodman, Don Nelson, George Michael, Steve Kerr, Magic Johnson, Ron Harper, Derek Fisher, Tim Duncan, Michael Cooper, Kobe Bryant, Scottie Pippen. Now I'm in the 6s. Listen, bro.
So you back up to 6.
I'm up in the 6s now.
So like who got 6 ratings?
6 is
So really it's less than like 20.
No. Because I'm not even naming these old names. I'm skipping over names. I'm skipping over names that we're not gonna know. Like, okay, we talking about Tom Henson. Name.
But basically it's only like 20 people that got 4 rings.
No. It's
right?
No. It's a bunch of names on here. I'm just not even naming them. I'm talking about you got Gene Garillo and Vern Miskin and Pep Salt and see. I'm just not naming these people. It's only 91 people in NBA history that have 4 or more rings. I really want to know. I want to know think about that. How many players I want to know how many players ever played in the NBA in NBA history.
And then it's like, do you think about, shit, dang, only 91. That kind of, give somebody some, ammunition to the go talk, and especially when you add on to, I even add, top of the scoring is what top was it? Not top of 6, not top 6, but top 10.
Yes.
He top 10.
No, he top 4.
Oh, top 4.
Top 4.
But he not no rebounds though.
He top 10.
Rebounds?
No, he top 25.
Okay.
He top 25.
Okay. So points, assists, rebounds.
Yeah.
I know some other things too that he got. He's supposed to be. But if you go into the playoffs, he leads everything in the damn playoff.
Okay, so it's 450 roster spots across 30 teams in the league. So we're gonna do. Let's get out of there. We're gonna do. So roughly about since the NBA's been in existence, it's been about I want to say about 5,000 to 6,000 players played in the league. Because they say LeBron has played against it like it was it was some crazy number that LeBron has played against currently in the NBA. Like it was some crazy number. Some crazy number.
But it was up to them.
It was crazy. Played against or played with you, bro. It was a lot. Let me see what that number is.
That's crazy. Like, dude been doing it. And like I say, if he can give him more, like in that late stage, because I mean, the dude's still take care of himself and he can still kind of get out there and get it.
Right.
I just don't think he can just get out there and get it for like how he was getting it back, early Cleveland, Miami days, even late Cleveland, the second stint.
Okay, here's the number. I'm sorry, I had it wrong.
Yeah, what is it?
It's been 4,898 NBA players. LeBron has played against 34% of the NBA's players in NBA history. This nigga done played against 1,669 players that have ever played in the NBA. Tell me that ain't bananas. Say, man, we
3 teams.
4. Well, 3 teams, because it's 3. Because Cleveland. Yeah, 3 teams. 3 teams.
3 teams?
Bro, please understand that this is not an emotion argument.
This
is a deep.
Numbers.
We just
Stats.
plain old
That says a lot.
stats.
That says a lot about it.
Plain old stats.
Again, that brother closed out with a ring in the next.
If he get one, because right now we're playing in our Washington Wizard years.
But he's got Luka with him.
These are Wizard years. And I brought this up. Who did
Jordan have?
See, 3 niggas that was taken in the first round.
Who?
Antoine Jameson, Jared Stackhouse, and Larry Hughes. All of them niggas, the highest pick was 11. These boys are taking 11, 8, and 4 in the first round. So don't tell me he wasn't over there with no niggas who couldn't hoop. Don't tell me Michael Jordan's over there trying to own the team. They had some hoopers over there. Antoine Jameson, hooper. Larry Hughes, hooper. Jerry Stackhouse, hooper. Them boys was ballers. Jordan got on the team and they was ass trash because he wanted to shoot all the shots. Come on, man. I'm arguing with him about that D-Wade shit. Nigga, D-Wade was ass at that Braun. Wasn't doing nothing. After he wasn't doing nothing. Him and Chris Bosh was struggling still. And broke the team up. And boy, we had to go to Chicago. It looked good because he was at home. He went to Cleveland. Had to get that shit up out of there. Hey, D-Wade, let me give you a little farewell. Come on back and we can get it back started. Bron called that boy in the middle of the night. Hey, my nigga, you can't hoop no more. You got to go.
Yeah.
Hey, think about that, dog. Think about that. Braun had D-Wade, D-Rose, all them boys on the team, and then he trade them all and still make the finals that year, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Traded all them boys mid-season and still make the finals that year. Who does that? Who does that?
It's LeBron, man. So
The GOAT.
I just think he just had to close it out.
Hey, man.
Just like how they had Kobe. They knew Kobe was going to win the ring. But last game, Kobe go get 50 or drop 60. LeBron has it's just the way that everybody has seen him always, like how you say kids have like always known that LeBron was in the finals. It's like that's all I've seen.
Right.
So that's the same thing. I'm like, LeBron probably gonna have that invitation. Okay, instead of you closing out with a 60-point game, you close out with a ring.
Hey, man, listen, let me tell y'all this, man.
That's what if
Braun gets another title,
that's what he's gonna have to do.
And he don't have to be the first best player on the team. If he's the second best player on the team. If he was the third best player on the team, like, and he had an impact, like, and they win a title.
Like, come on, you gonna
bro. Don't bring. Like, I'm still tired of y'all bringing up Jordan. Like old niggas could hoop. Oh, like old niggas could like bro.
I'm a Jordan fan, bro. I'm Jordan. Like, I feel like Jordan is the GOAT to me, but at the same time, I understand, but I respect what LeBron has done.
You see what's going on.
You see what I'm saying? You
see what's going on.
I see it. I'm like, well, damn. If he closed that with a ring, like one of these next two because I think he got 2 seasons.
Yeah, he waiting on Bryce.
He waiting on Bryce.
He waiting on Bryce.
Wait, they show Bryce before.
And I'm arguing with some clown the other day about Bryce. I like that. If you watch Bryce and you watch Bronny, like Bronny was a facilitator. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. Do you? And then I mean, I'm still freakishly. I'm athletic for my size, but like, do you not understand? Like Bronny Bryce has a skill that can't be taught already. I mean, it can be taught, but he has it already. He can shoot. This man can shoot. Boy, say, oh, he ain't average that much. Like that, bro. Bro, listen. He going to a school where they hoop at. He gonna start. He gonna get out there like his last name James. So is he doing one and done? Yes.
You think he gonna do something in the tournament?
I got to see the role they give him first, because him going to Arizona is like, they don't get me wrong, Arizona do be having some hoopers, but they be having them 2-3 year hoopers. Your daddy wants you. They don't really be having too many one and done. Your daddy wants you now. Your daddy don't want you later. He wants you now. Bryce, get out there in Arizona, do your thing, and get on out of here. Hell, Bronny had cardiac arrest, and they still got drafted. So
if that didn't happen to Bronny, like,
and that's what I was trying to.
We would have got a chance of really.
That's what I was trying to argue. And that's what I was arguing with school about, dog. The nigga
was seeing what he was doing,
bro. Like I told this, I said, bro.
He had that gear that could be like,
bro. DeMar Hamlin had cardiac arrest and he didn't play football for 2 years. Bronny had cardiac arrest and he came back the same year. The same year. Like I said, dog, like boys just don't. I said, bro, and then you want him to come back and be cooking. And then this was the argument was. He was like, Bron got Bronny in the league. And Bronny got Bryce in the league. I said, that's how I know you can't really, you're not no hoop at all. That's how I know you can't really hoop. Because I don't give a damn. Okay. I said, okay, Bronny got Bryce in the league. But Bron can't score for Bronny.
You mean Bron got Bronny in the league.
Bron got Bronny in the league.
Right. But no, he can't score.
He can't score for him. He can't go down to the G League and hoop for him. He can't score NBA buckets for him. He have to do that himself. He can't go to practice for Bronny. He can't go to workouts for Bronny. He say, and this was his argument. He say, so if you score 2 points in the NBA, you belong in the NBA. Nigga, yes, nigga, if you can score in an NBA game, yes, you belong there. It ain't no, I can go out there and get an NBA bucket. No, I'm arguing with one of my partners the other day. We having a discussion, and he tell me one of his other partners say he could get a few buckets in the league. We have a mutual partner. I'm not gonna say his name. But my partner, they both my partners. But he was talking to our other partner about the shit, and I want to jump in on this debate with him. I want to have this debate with him, because you niggas really think y'all out here can score in the NBA? You're a fucking lie. You're a fucking lie. You can't score a bucket. You can't score.
That's just like somebody, I can get out there, you give me about 2 or 3 yards.
No, dog. No.
I get 10 yards.
No, dog. I know rec.
If you ain't out there getting it in.
Listen, dog. I know rec leagues that you niggas can't score in, dog. So y'all talking about scoring in the NBA? No, dog.
Respect that.
Dog. If you listen, I'm telling you niggas, dog. If you have never sat courtside at an NBA game, go do it. And then after you watch it, now I'm not talking about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows back. I'm not talking about up in the section level 1 right there. You right there, but you ain't right there. I'm talking no, nigga, sit right behind the bench, watch a game, and then you tell me if you can score a bucket in the NBA game. Bro, first of all, if you've never played college ball, stop it. It shouldn't even be in your mind that you can score in the NBA. But do y'all, if you really sit on the court side in the NBA game and see how fast these niggas moving, dog, you'll understand that, bro. You won't even be it. You'll tear your body up trying to keep up. It don't matter what age you is, young or old, trying to keep up with NBA players. That game is moving like extremely fast. Bro, these boys are training their body to withstand the rigors of the top echelon football. They training their body to take on the cream of the crop. That's why they pay these people millions of dollars, because my nigga, like, we know you're destroying your body, but we're gonna pay you for destroying your body.
At the same time, it's still it's exciting, but I just can't believe these things like
But yes, bro. Yeah, and I'm talking about boys I'm not talking about boys that just regular. Like, I'm talking about boys that hoop. That, like, I know that hoop really think that they can score in the league.
If you ain't been training with them, you're not gonna be able to do it. It's just what it is. Now, again, if you was in that training,
if you're in the gym with these boys, you're in the gym with other NBA players, and you getting league workouts. You may get a layup. You may get a layup, but like niggas, like, first of all, if you're in the NBA game, say you're in the NBA game, let's say for the sake of argument, you make the team.
Yeah.
You make the fucking team.
Yeah.
Nigga, they not running no sets for you. So what you gonna do? How you gonna get the rock?
Yeah.
You gonna go get a rebound amongst the trees?
Yeah. And then amongst the trees, it's gonna be tough.
Nigga, I know niggas who is freakishly athletic, and I know they would struggle getting rebounds in there. So you gonna get a rebound? So what? You gonna leak out and try to get a snowbird layup? They gonna catch you and beat that shit.
They gonna be thinking it's sweet.
How you gonna get open?
They say easy. They got an easy layup.
How you gonna get open?
It's not gonna happen. It's like that. Like, man, you gotta respect that shit, man. It's like you say, they train. If you train with them, you might get a touch. You gotta have skills though too.
You might get a touch. You might get a touch. But where you gonna get your touch at? When you cross half? How many niggas put in half court?
Oh, yeah.
I done hooped with a bunch of y'all. I done hooped with a whole bunch of y'all on this timeline. I done seen y'all game on the timeline. Hey, dog. Shooting 30 footers is not in your game. So boys get that out their mind that they could get a bucket or a layup in the NBA, because it's absurd. It's absurd. But look, we're on the back end. But I'm gonna leave y'all with some Bruin shit, because I always do. I'm gonna get close because I'm gonna leave y'all with some Bruin shit, and I'm gonna say it like this. Most of the people that come on this timeline are the fellas. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Oh, yeah, they're right there. We probably got some. I'm not sure if we have any 50-year-olds in here. Well, we might have some 50-year-olds, 51-year-olds. But I want you to really, really think about the last time you really worked out really, really hard. Like worked out really, really hard. Like really, really pushed yourself. I'm talking to my fellas that's 35 and up. Like went to the gym. Went to the gym, went to hoop. Like, I'm talking about, like, you really, like I'm talking about, and you went hard. Like, you went to do a workout or whatever the case may be. Like, you really, really went hard.
breathing the side.
Like I'm talking about, like you went hard.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for about 2-3 hours. You was hard. You going hard.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to tell me how you felt after the next day. Could you do it again the next day? The same exact thing the next day. Or even push it a little bit further the next day at 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 44. All the way to, what LeBron is, 40, 41? 40. He 40, because I'm 40, yeah. 40. I want you to tell me what you did the next day. Because I know it wasn't the same thing.
Sleeping.
You went to work.
Probably sleeping.
I mean, you probably did your regular routine. You got up and probably ate breakfast.
They called in. They was tired. They was like, man, look, I can't make it in. Sick. Body tired, body so. Yeah.
And I say that to say this. So, he's still hooping the next night. He hooping it with youngsters. He the oldest player in the league. He's still hooping the next day.
Yeah.
I say that to say this again. This is how you know that this man is the greatest basketball player we've ever seen. And here's why. And here's why. They still expecting him, like when he got Luka, the title odds went up. Like they expecting LA to win. They expecting LeBron and LA to win. They expected him to win like he's 25. In a league full of youngsters, and he's the oldest. That's how you know he's the GOAT. That's how you know he's the greatest of all time, because he came in.
They expecting him to come through after they got Luka.
He came in the league. They expected him to win. They expected him to win in the beginning of his career. They expected him to win at the middle of his career. They expected him to win at the end of his career. And I'm not talking about no bullshit by the team bullshit. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm not talking about none of that. They expect this man to go win titles. LeBron went to LA. It's title town. Of course he went there for the movies. But he didn't go there just to be like, oh, okay, I'm just in LA and I ain't trying to win. I just want y'all to understand. He's 40. And you don't know. You don't know an individual. You have never met an individual that after 35 could give it his all night in and night out on a daily basis. You don't know one. And I want you to think about your body after you gave it your all after 35. And you tell me what you was doing. How you was feeling. I don't know if any of you niggas know how I feel to be the oldest nigga in the gym. I don't believe nobody on my timeline know how I feel to be the oldest person in the gym. And if you've been in the gym and you were the oldest person in the gym, you was in there with kids. I'm talking about people your age. You've been the oldest person in the gym. Because I've never been the oldest person in the gym. And no gym I've ever been, I've never been the oldest person. Because if I'm the oldest person in the gym, I'm not going in that gym. Because if you're the oldest person in the gym, people and you actually like trying to be competitive and hoop. Say you was the oldest person on the football flag team. You was the oldest person on a football team that wore pads and y'all playing semi-pro, whatever the case may be. You're the oldest person on the basketball team. Nigga, we picking on you. We're coming at you, the oldest guard, you the oldest left tackle, you the oldest center, you the oldest running back, you the oldest corner, you the oldest fullback, you the oldest running back, you the oldest wide receiver, you the oldest point guard, you the oldest shooting guard, you the oldest small forward center. We're picking on you if you're the oldest on the court. That's just how it is. And Braun can't be picked on. Braun can't be picked on, and he the oldest on the court. And I want you to tell, I want everybody on this timeline to tell me when you played your sport and the oldest person on the floor when you was hooping came on the floor, you wasn't trying to cook him. And I ain't talking about, oh well, you were a freshman and he was a senior. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about you a senior, and this man 40, and he playing with y'all like we used to do in the Civic when them old men used to get on the floor with us in Mo City. Tree used to run Mo City Civic. Tree never saw you in there. Tree, you are not. You weren't in the Civic. Tree, yeah, he was in there watching. Ain't want to say nothing because he know I was gonna get on his ass. In watching because you know I was gonna get on his ass. Role player. You better be here next week because I'm going to be on your ass, Willow Ridge. We're going to be talking finals next week. We're going to be talking about how Ant-Man, we're going to be talking about how Ant-Man ain't the face of the league because the nigga only shoot threes a dunk. He ain't got no mid-range. He ain't got no game yet. That ain't hating. He just ain't got it yet. They talking about it's the coaching. It's how the team was holding him. The team was holding him like that, nigga, because he only shoot threes a dunk.
Shooting threes, that's all he wanted to do.
Come on, dog. That's
He went work, like you said, he went to work out with Stephanie up during the summer.
simple basketball.
So that's what he wanted to do.
That's what he wanted to do. Yeah. Nigga shot more threes than Steph Curry. Hey, man, we in here next week. Monday. Hit us up. Let's Argue podcast. We out.